Hello, welcome sports fans to this live video streaming event of Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts and sponsors. I'm Aaron Nilsson on camera. We got Brandon Egan. We are here in Springfield as the Crater Comets pay visit to the Springfield Millers. Thank you for joining us today. It is, well, it's warm because we've been wearing masks, I say, but it's not necessarily warm outside. The sun has gone down now. It's a little cool. It's pretty nice out there. We are just seconds away, as you see on the field. Crater will be kicking off, going from left to right on your screen. They have the white tops and white helmets, and then in the all, or that navy blue, Springfield Millers going from right to left. And this is a very small media room that we have, so we're going to do our best with getting everything updated for you on the graphics. And then also there is going to be a little blockage as Brendan moves to some of the, well, more so of the right end zone. You might have that not be as visible as you would like. We apologize. But again, we're doing our best and with what we've been given. So here we go, Crater to kick off. Stays in, and honestly, had that stayed in just about a half second longer, Crater could have recovered it. That's one of those almost unintentional onside kicks. But here we go, 1st and 10. Our sponsors for Table Rock Sports Productions keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Also, please show your appreciation for Table Rock Sports. Go to our YouTube channel. Click on the subscribe button. Thank you if you've already done that. Pass right off, and that is incomplete. So it is going to be 2nd and 10. Hand off to the right. And stuffed, maybe even a loss of 1 on that one. They're going to mark it as still 10 yards to go. Third and 10, still on the 35. And still up on his feet and able to make not positive yardage, but still able to move forward from where he caught the pass. That's going to bring up 4th down. It looks like they still have it marked as 10. He may have lost a yard on that one. The punt almost blocked. Sidewinder kick, taken to the 26. Lassiter has it. He is quite the threat. Arguably the best player for Crater. They'll change possession now. 1st and 10, Crater at their own 48, I believe. Table Rock Sports is excited to welcome the Thomason Hospitality Group of Grants Pass and Tap Rock Northwest Grill as a new sponsor. You can also enjoy Thomason Hospitality at Elmer's, Pita Pit, Human Bean locations throughout Southern Oregon. We do have Javon Smith as the quarterback. Handoff to Lassiter. He's shifty. He picks up 9. That'll bring up 2nd and 1. The Javon Smith experiment worked last week, so they're trying it again here. And it's on the ground. Crater recovers. And they'll lose yardage on that one. They only had 1 to go, and now it's going to be probably 4. A little more generous on that one. They don't have any hash marks painted on the field here. Just really every 5 yards they have 1. They don't have any in between, so it's a little harder to see. But this is close to halfway between the 40 and 45, so we'll give it 3rd and 3. Lassiter stopped in the backfield. That'll bring up 4th down, so the Millers probably stopped the Comets on this one. When the Comets seemed to be on a little roll. 1 first down, and they were 2nd and 1, close to that 2nd first down. Millers come up big. And it's blocked and recovered at the Comets' 42. That's some good special teams right there. Springfield goes 3 and out in their first drive. Come up with a vital block on the punt. So Jack Wargo in as QB for the Millers. Pretty sure it was Caleb Kasprick who took that first series. Handoff and taken down at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. This could be one of those games that really just goes really quickly. The clock just continues to move. A lot of running. You got to stop it for changing possession. Incomplete, but there hasn't been a lot of that. We're pretty close to real time. Handoff again. Bounces the outside. Falls forward for a few. It's Julian Gomez on the run. It looks like about a 3rd and 6. Third and 6 from the 37. And that's fumbled on the snap and a sack. Losing around 8 on that one. It's 3 and out for the Millers after that blocked punt. We're already halfway through this first quarter. And that's shanked to the right. They mark it out at the 25. Crater takes over. And we're going to step away for just a minute. Be right back here on TableRockSports.net.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools.
Welcome back. Got to cut that short because for some reason they aren't waiting for the media. We're not ready. There we go, 2nd and 10. Javon keeps it. Going nowhere. The count had just stopped forward progress. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. Still from the 25. Pass complete, but stopped short of the first down, out of bounds. Bring up about a 4th and 4. A 4th and 3 on the scoreboard here. And they're throwing Lassiter in at QB. They're going for it. I think that thinking from Coach Brown is the defense has easily handled the Millers offense. They want to take a shot. And Lassiter not going to be able to push forward for this one. This is a turnover on downs by the Comets. They were so quick on this one. Let's just try 30. We'll be back in 30.
Gather and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
Welcome back here. Springfield. Handoff up the middle. Picking up about 5, maybe 6 on that one. And it is Caleb Kasprick back in under center. Looks like Miles Haley, the head coach for Springfield, is just kind of alternating the series between the two QBs. Handoff bobbled a little bit and brought down about right at the line of scrimmage. Gomez not able to get anywhere. That'll bring up 3rd and 5. Rolling out to his left. Man open. Got a foot in. They call it complete. That's a first down. Jordan Vega with the catch. The first down for the Millers today. Timeout, Springfield. It's their first timeout. They got 2 left. We'll step away as well. You're watching TableRockSports.net.
A daily adventure at My Circle K. Whether it's some Monday motivation to kickstart your day, adding some crunch to your lunch, or fueling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
At US Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less.
Right now, everyone gets $700 off any phone, new customer or not, with no trade-in or hidden fees.
We're always hard at work to make sure our state-of-the-art 5G network works for you. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
It doesn't matter how old you are. Buying supplies for a road trip should always look like an unsupervised 9-year-old was given $20. Relive those days. Live life full circle. My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Snap goes over his head. He's taken down back at the 40. They might mark it at the 38 for the forward progress. But that's going to be 2nd and pretty long. And that snap was really high. Losing about 23 on that one. Because they got all the way down to the 5. So, yeah, it'll be 2nd and 33. And this certainly puts them out of field goal range. Comes right up the middle, sacks him. That was Mike Sherrill. He was at the 44. They got to get to the 5. So it'll be 3rd and 39. Reset this clock. It's actually at 1:30 here on the scoreboard. Just going with the simple handoff. Pick it up maybe about 6 or 7 on that one, but that'll bring up 4th and long, and that will be the punt team's job. About 4th and 33, to be exact. Good punt, but nobody got it. I'm not sure if he thought it was already in the end zone or what, but he kind of stopped and just watched it roll in, where he could have stopped that, and that would have been 2 or 3 for Crater. We are going to stay here. Crater with 1st and 10. From their own 20. Trying to get the offense to click more here. Ultimately losing yards on that one. That Miller's defense really getting at it. I think they understand how important Caden Lassiter is to this Comets team. They're going to let that roll all the way to 0. That is the end of the first. 0-0. Be right back with the second quarter here on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Yeah.
Growing up in LA, 2-hour drives nonstop are pretty clutch.
All right, ready to go here with the second quarter. Switching sides now. Crater on the right. Lassiter keeping it. Still pushing him. That's going to be a good 8-yard pickup. So for them, bringing it up a 3rd and short. Oh, and caught by Lassiter. That's a first down. Only Crater's second first down. Oh, we got Miller's jumping. That could be the first penalties. That's going to be a 5-yard offsides. Surprisingly, that is the first penalty of this game. Crater has really been kind of plagued by him the last couple of weeks. Last week was better. The first week, the first home game, they had a ton, really, a ton of more just kind of the mental, a lot of the personal fouls, unnecessary roughness. Last week, though, Smith gets away, runs for the first down and out of bounds. Last week, though, was kind of just, all right, false start here, and offsides there. They really kind of pretty much took care of any of those mental penalties last week. They're not really mental, but more so behavioral. So those 15 yards hurt them a lot. They even had 2 players ejected in that first home game. Up the middle, pulling out. Giving them about 7 on that first down run. Throw by Smith, and that's another first down out of bounds. Clock will stop. Chains will move. Keeper for Smith. That's going to be another Comet first down. Clock operator not really working. There we go. Just waiting for that to stop so the chain gang can move it. 1 first down in that first quarter for both teams. 1 for Crater, 1 for Springfield, and now 3 here. Only 2 minutes into the second quarter for Crater. Finally moving the ball. Crushing hit, but still on his feet. And Riken de Villeneuve picked up a few on that first down. Giving him 3, 2nd and 7. Villeneuve again. Couple more. It's like about a 3rd and 5. Do have a flag. Wonder if that might be a false start. Let's see, it was before the snap. Going to be a 5-yard penalty. 5-yard penalty on Springfield, which will give a first down, another first down to Crater. Lasser stuffed by 4 or 5 Millers behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up Now it's 2nd and 13. And not much happening there. Maybe a yard gain. Still 3rd and long. Smith gets it back, throws it downfield, wide open, and he missed it. Right through the hands of Andrew Kelly. He was wide open. Couldn't haul it in. That brings up 4th down and 12. I mean, he was more open than insert your own cliche here. Like, whatever phrase you want to use to finish that, he was well open. Too far for a field goal. Close enough to give it a shot. Smith hucks it down again. I think that's Lassiter hauls it in. He does. Ends up being a 20-yard touchdown catch for Caden Lassiter. And Tony Perez on to kick. Never understood why teams do that. It's always just fun little, let's just see what they do if we line up all separated like that and come back together and really do what we were planning on doing. Never know why they do that. And Perez has a great foot, as you see there, right through the uprights. Didn't think there was any doubt they were going to do that. I guess there's always a chance. 7-0. Crater finally on the board. Be right back after this.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first-name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do, and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Welcome back. Here we go with the kick. Caught at the 9. Currently at the 10. Stops about the 12. Only a 2-yard return on that one. And that'll bring up 1st and 10 from their own 12. Miller's down 7. Haven't had much luck with the offense so far tonight. Let's see what they can do here. I believe Wargo is back in for the Millers. He is. And Gomez stopped behind the line. About a 2nd and 11. Rolling to his left. Holds it, dropped. And that's going to be a recovery touchdown. The defense for Crater scores on that one. And that was picked up by, looks like 51, Justin Brem. So 2-yard fumble recovery by Brem. Makes it 13-0 before the PAT. First turnover for Springfield. They're going to line up that way and try to confuse the Millers. They don't look confused. They're on top of it. And that kick is good, 14-0 now. Just about halfway through here this second quarter. Be right back here on TableRockSports.net.
RVTD means more for our community. Because of RVTD, every student has convenient access to the region's high schools to complete their education. Growing community support. RVTD.
Gather and memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
RVTD means more for our community. More people than ever are using the bus to access healthcare, improving the overall health of our region. Growing community support. RVTD.
Taken right in front of the goal line. About a 15-yard return. Springfield takes over now quickly, down 14. 2 touchdowns just within a matter of a couple of minutes for the Comets. 1 offensive, 1 defensive. Quarterback keeper and sacked. Losing about 5. They'll say even only 3. They're saying he only lost 3 on that one, so it'll be the 2nd and 13. The crowd has gone silent here at Silk Field. The E at the end of Silk just makes me, it's like that old English. I just want to say silky. We'll call it, it is silky. Okay, it is Silky Field. There we go. Throws it to get rid of it. Out of bounds. Incomplete. Stop the clock. Brings up 3rd down and 13. So I always go along the lines of thinking that Jim Gaffigan, the comedian, has, where he goes and says, the Vitamin Shop. You know that store? It has the E at the end of shop? He's like, what is this? I mean, Vitamin Shoppy? What are we doing? What are you doing with these extra E's at the end? But this one is real. It is silky. Silky. Third and 13. Got to get to the 25. Heaves it down the sideline, and that is right in the breadbasket of not his own receiver. That's Jaden Andre for the Comets. Another takeaway from the Comets defense. Second one here in this second quarter. And we got a Miller down about where that was intercepted. We're going to step away as the trainers take a look at them. We'll be back here on TableRockSports.net.
Power Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up with a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get Ram Power Days special pricing on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at SouthernOregonSports.com.
Javon Smith, quarterback for the Comets, taken out. And it was Kyle Babcock, the senior for the Millers, who was down on the turf just before taking off, being looked at by the trainers. Thankfully, he wasn't on the turf for too long and feel positive about, or optimistic about his injury. 2nd and 4. Keeper by Smith. Falls forward for a yard, avoids the sack, but also makes it a little bit easier 3rd down, 3rd and 3. Pitch doesn't go well as the Millers track him down. That's a loss of about 5. But not totally 5. They only made it about 3 or 4. That'll bring up about a 4th and 6. Crater's going to punt. And we've got a flag already. Gets a Crater bounce. Wonderful punt down at the 2. Well, let's see if this is coming back. I love what the cheerleaders here saying, we are fired up, let's get fired up. Ted Lasso, many of you know that show. I watched the first season. It was fantastic. It's the second season right now, won like 7 Emmys. That's a false start on Crater. They might re-kick that. Well, they did. The reason that show came to existence was because NBC Sports got the rights for the English Premier League, the soccer league over there, and from ESPN normally was showing those games. They wanted to do promo, and they got Jason Sudeikis from SNL to go ahead and do these promos. Hey, we're going to be on NBC Sports. They did this funny thing, this American football coach going over to coach soccer in England. So we're going to, re-punt this. And that's a bad snap. Miller's pick it up, and that's a touchdown. Javon Spencer. About 25-yard. And one turnover, and just like that, they're right back in the game. Will they go for the kick, or will they go for two? Looks like they're going to go for two. And that is blocked. So failed on the two-point conversion. It remains 14-6. We'll be back in just a second.
Seen a new way to achieve the highest level of savings. Peak Rewards. The Peak Rewards app is your roadmap to savings wherever your journey takes you. Simply by using our mobile app, you can shop for a mountain of savings in any of our convenience stores and fuel up for less. Just download the Peak Rewards app, register, find participating stations and stores near you, and start saving. With Peak Rewards, you can travel further for less. So what are you waiting for? Download Peak Rewards today and find a location near you.
As we're getting the teams back on here, finish that story with Ted Lasso. In the second, he did a second promo for the second season. This is before the show existed. Second promo, he's showing his flat, his apartment in London, and he goes over and he's showing this and that and some pictures and signs. He's like, here we go, I love this one. Keep calm. Everyone knows the keep calm and carry on sign. So it was keep calm and get fired up. One of my favorite quotes, favorite little signs. I liked it so much, I printed it off, and when I worked at Southern Oregon Goodwill, I printed it off and put it on my wall right behind me. Keep calm and get fired up. That's a very long reference to what the cheerleaders here for Springfield were saying about we were fired up, let's get fired up, from about 5 minutes ago. Short kick. Pushed out about the 30. Predator takes over, up by 8. A little over 2.5 left in this first half. Game really has come alive in this second quarter with 3 turnovers, 2 by Springfield, 1 by Crater, and 3 touchdowns. Smith hit hard by a couple of Springfield defenders. Makes up about half the yardage to second. And will it be 5? Now 2nd and 5. And Critter will get the ball to start the second half. So this is one where they could just kind of stretch it out, try to get some first downs, get another score, use up the rest of this time in the first half. They have movement. It is a false start. Make it just like Smith never even got those 5 yards on the first down. It's 2nd and 10. Smith with another keeper. This time, and it's on the turf. Springfield recovers it. So turnovers here, keeping the Springfield Millers in the game. Crater's shooting themselves in the foot here. It was a great run by Smith. He had the first down. Sometimes it is that extra little effort, and you lose it. Now the Millers with an opportunity to get some more points on the board before they have to give it up in the second half. Get a run up the middle for about 8 yards. 7. They'll give him 7. Second and 3. Another handoff. Still on his feet. Can he make it around the corner? We got a flag. He rolls ahead for the first down, but the flag, that could be a block in the back. Let's see. It is on Springfield. Here's the 10-yard penalty. From the spot of the foul. It's going to be about a 2nd and 17. Down makes up some into the 40. We're going to have a timeout, Springfield. They've got 1 left after this. I'll get the clock back down to what we have here on the scoreboard. Just 38 seconds. The Millers with only a 3rd and 4, manageable 4. Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon at 950 Royal Avenue in Medford have a wide range of eye care services for the entire family. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to see how Dr. Brian Mitchell and his team can keep your family's vision clearly focused. And for almost 50 years, Bill's Glass has been the clear choice in Southern Oregon. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass supports our schools and communities. And just had to use Bill's Glass yesterday one more time for a windshield. Gotta love those rocks on the freeway. But they do a good job. Who jumped? The Comet moved a little bit, but they might have a false start here, and we do. Third and 9. Almost intercepted, but still caught. Good catch. Good focus. I believe the Millers called a timeout here. Their final timeout. Now we'll bring up a 4th down. 4th and 5. 4th and 4, excuse me. Looks like they're lined up at the 40, but it's actually at the 39. It's great local businesses that keep the games coming for you, like Sherm's Thunderbird and Food for Less, Avista Utilities and Travel Medford, and also the Southern Oregon Sports Commission. Live streams don't happen without our sponsor partners. We do want to thank our sponsors, including title sponsor Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Superstore on Highway 62, and presenting sponsor Siskiyou Cellular with 7 Southern Oregon locations to serve you. 4th and 4 from the Comets 39. Chucks it down and avoids the sack, but it will be a turnover on downs. Not sure how adventurous Crater will want to be here because they are getting the ball back to start the second half, and they've had two turnovers already. Technically the third turnover for the Millers here in this, all in the second quarter. Smith was looking to go and throw it, but now he's going to run for the first down. And they still have 3 timeouts, but he ran out of bounds. They don't need to waste one. With 3 timeouts, 16 seconds left, 45 yards to go. All they would really technically need is maybe 20, 25, and they can maybe try a field goal here. It looks like they're wanting to try something. And Lassiter, I believe he threw it past, because that was a first down. He did. He stepped a few yards inside of the first down marker, the line of scrimmage. Lassiter was wide open, but he was too far past the line of scrimmage. And I'm not even sure. Is this a 5-yard from the spot of the foul? Is it a 10? Is it a loss of downs? What is it exactly? It's not an infraction that happens very often. Probably discussing that. So, Rob, what do you think? Is it 5? Is it 10? What'd you read? I don't know. I haven't read that book in a year. Did it update? I don't know. So an eligible receiver downfield was declined. And they accepted one of them, I believe, because he was, we get a lot of almost like baseball signals here. And it is 5 yards from the spot of the foul. And he was 2 yards in. So 2nd and 13. Last chance. Lassiter taking the snap. He's just going to run for it. Great pickup, but that'll do it for the first half. Crater gets the ball to start at halftime. Crater 14. Springfield 6. We'll be back in a few minutes. You're watching TapeRockSports.net.
Hello everyone, it's time for another episode of Traffic Safety First. Today we are going to be discussing some tips to help maintain a safe environment when operating your motor vehicle in a parking lot. Let's get to it. The information in today's video will include some ways to be extra cautious while in parking lots, specifically as they are heavily trafficked by vehicles and pedestrians. Here are some quick tips to keep yourself and pedestrians safe. Drive slowly in parking lots to be able to react as quickly as possible if a vehicle or pedestrian starts to enter your line of traffic. Make sure you have no distractions keeping you from paying attention to your surroundings. These can include radios being on, food or drinks nearby, or other passengers wanting your attention. If you see a vehicle attempting to leave a parking spot, stop with enough room to let the vehicle fully back out of their spot. Consider 2 car lengths of space as a guide for the minimum distance to give a reversing vehicle. Make sure to look behind you on all sides before attempting to back out of a parking space. Look into blind spots before turning into another flow of traffic or in and out of parking spaces. If you see a pedestrian trying to cross a line of traffic, stop your vehicle and let them cross. We hope you are able to take these tips with you when driving in parking lots to help keep yourself and those around you safe. Until next time, stay healthy, be safe, and thanks for watching.
Make it 7-0, and then not that long afterwards, it was Crater recovering a fumble for another touchdown. They recovered a Springfield fumble in the end zone. Extra point good to make it 14-0, and then Springfield scores just about halfway through the second quarter on a 21-yard fumble recovery. Crater was attempting to punt on a fourth down. Bad center snap, and Springfield defender picked it up, ran the ball back 21 yards. The 2-point attempt was no good, and that's your halftime score. From Selkie Field, Crater Comets leading the Springfield Village right now, 14-6. Crowd's kind of, it's not a bad crowd. There's not a whole lot of people here, but it's not a bad crowd. They're very vocal.
Hello again, I'm Officer Ashwell with the Central Point Police Department, and you're watching Traffic Safety First. Today we will be going over how to navigate 4-way stops as a driver. Let's go. You've likely heard the term right-of-way before, but do you know what the actual definition is? According to ORS 801.440, the full definition of right-of-way is the right of one vehicle or pedestrian to proceed in a lawful manner in preference to another vehicle or pedestrian approaching under such circumstances of direction, speed, and proximity as to give rise to danger of collision unless one grants precedence to the other. That's obviously a fairly complicated definition. So in simpler terms, as it applies to driving, right-of-way extends to a driver deemed as having the right to continue driving before another driver. This applies unless the driver with the right-of-way communicates with another driver that they may go first. So the intersection behind me is actually a two-way stop, but today we're going to be talking about four-way stops. So when we talk about four-way stops, we are talking about intersections where four flows of traffic converge at one intersection and all vehicles must stop and yield the right-of-way before going through to the other side. To make this easier to understand for the visual learners, we're deploying our handy tabletop map and these awesome cars, and we're going to use those to illustrate 4 scenarios on how to yield at four-way stops.
Here's a common scenario that happens. You're driving along and get to a four-way stop slightly before someone else. This is providing you with the right-of-way, and you may enter the intersection before the other driver. A second scenario may be that you come to the stop at the exact time as another driver. In this case, the law states the right-of-way is for whoever is the most to the right in a configuration. Here, that would be the purple-colored car. So that vehicle would have the right-of-way to go through the intersection first. For our third scenario, you may come to an intersection with the intention of turning at the same time as someone else who also has their blinker on, indicating they plan to turn. If neither vehicle would be traveling through the lane of travel as the other, both vehicles can proceed at the same time. And our fourth scenario, you come to an intersection at the same time as 3 other vehicles and everyone stops at the same time. This is pretty rare, but in this scenario, who would have the right-of-way? It's not possible to figure out who is the most to the right in this situation, so the way to handle this would be to use hand signals to grant precedence to other drivers. This happens usually by waving another vehicle to proceed first. Other drivers may take these steps before you do, so be sure all 4 drivers understand who is to go first before anyone proceeds to enter the intersection.
And that will be a wrap for our 23rd episode. I want to say thank you to PSS Duran for helping us make our video.
Thank you for having me.
We hope this takes some of the confusion out of yielding the right-of-way at four-way stops. We'll see you next month with another episode.
Eluding, he's northbound on 99. I need another unit to come in. Felony stop. Officer Ashford, you need to take. Can you knock next time? Sorry. Did you see anything? No, I didn't see you playing with your toy cars again.
Good. All right, how about you be the bad guy this time?
All right, but I'm warning you, I'm about to go 5 over the speed limit.
Hello everyone, it's time for another episode of Traffic Safety First. Today we are going to be discussing some tips to help maintain a safe environment when operating your motor vehicle in a parking lot. Let's get to it. The information in today's video will include some ways to be extra cautious while in parking lots, specifically as they are heavily trafficked by vehicles and pedestrians. Here are some quick tips to keep yourself and pedestrians safe. Drive slowly in parking lots to be able to react as quickly as possible if a vehicle or pedestrian starts to enter your line of traffic. Make sure you have no distractions keeping you from paying attention to your surroundings. These can include radios being on, food or drinks nearby, or other passengers wanting your attention. If you see a vehicle attempting to leave a parking spot, stop with enough room to let the vehicle fully back out of their spot. Consider 2 car lengths of space as a guide for the minimum distance to give a reversing vehicle. Make sure to look behind you on all sides before attempting to back out of a parking space. Look into blind spots before turning into another flow of traffic or in and out of parking spaces. If you see a pedestrian trying to cross a line of traffic, stop your vehicle and let them cross. We hope you are able to take these tips with you when driving in parking lots to help keep yourself and those around you safe. Until next time, stay healthy, be safe, and thanks for watching. Hello again, I'm Officer Ashwell with the Central Point Police Department, and you're watching Traffic Safety First. Today we will be going over how to navigate four-way stops as a driver. Let's go. You've likely heard the term right-of-way before, but do you know what the actual definition is? According to ORS 801.440, the full definition of right-of-way is the right of one vehicle or pedestrian to proceed in a lawful manner in preference to another vehicle or pedestrian approaching under such circumstances of direction, speed, and proximity as to give rise to danger of collision unless one grants precedence to the other. That's obviously a fairly complicated definition, so in simpler terms, as it applies to driving, right-of-way extends to a driver deemed as having the right to continue driving before another driver. This applies unless the driver with the right-of-way communicates with another driver that they may go first. So the intersection behind me is actually a two-way stop, but today we're going to be talking about four-way stops. So when we talk about four-way stops, we are talking about intersections where four flows of traffic converge at one intersection and all vehicles must stop and yield the right-of-way before going through to the other side. To make this easier to understand for the visual learners, we're deploying our handy tabletop map and these awesome cars, and we're going to use those to illustrate four scenarios on how to yield at four-way stops.
Here's a common scenario that happens. You're driving along and get to a four-way stop slightly before someone else. This is providing you with the right of way, and you may enter the intersection before the other driver. A second scenario may be that you come to the stop at the exact time as another driver. In this case, the law states the right of way is for whoever is the most to the right in a configuration. Here, that would be the purple colored car. So that vehicle would have the right of way to go through the intersection first. For our third scenario, you may come to an intersection with the intention of turning at the same time as someone else who also has their blinker on, indicating they plan to turn. If neither vehicle would be traveling through the lane of travel as the other, both vehicles can proceed at the same time. And our fourth scenario, you come to an intersection at the same time as three other vehicles and everyone stops at the same time. This is pretty rare, but in this scenario, who would have the right of way? It's not possible to figure out who is the most to the right in this situation, so the way to handle this would be to use hand signals to grant precedence to other drivers. This happens usually by waving another vehicle to proceed first. Other drivers may take these steps before you do, so be sure all 4 drivers understand who is to go first before anyone proceeds to enter the intersection.
And that will be a wrap for our 23rd episode. I want to say thank you to PSS Duran for helping us make our video.
Thank you for having me.
We hope this takes some of the confusion out of yielding the right-of-way at 4-way stops. We'll see you next month with another episode.
Eluding, he's northbound on 99. I need another unit to come in. Felony stop. Officer asked children needed to be grateful. Can you knock next time?
Sorry.
Did you see anything?
No, I didn't see you playing with your toy cars again.
Good. All right, how about you be the bad guy this time?
All right, but I'm warning you, I'm about to go 5 over the speed limit.
Welcome back here now. Hopefully enjoyed all of the commercials from Central Point Police Department. Pretty fun. Playing around with those cars, the little Hot Wheels. Nice when you see that they're like when they're on the job, but they're kind of not on the job. They're showing some humor. They're having fun. They're usually out there looking for all the bad. Hard. Hard drop, but Lassiter was out of bounds. Made the catch, though. Second and 10 from their own 35. Smith with the keeper and dropped at the line of scrimmage or for a loss of 1. It's been really hit and miss with that, with the quarterback keeper. That's on the turf. It's going to bring up 4th down. So a successful stop for the Millers here. A 3 and out. Gets that punt away. Comets bounce, and it's on the turf. Looks like Crater recovered it. That is the case. It's another turnover by Springfield. That is their 4th. First and 10 from the Millers 30. Lassiter keeping it. They up 1, close to 2. We'll give them the 2 here. Even though it really is only 1, where they put it. All right, he'll take it away. 2nd and 9. Smith back behind center. Caught, good spin. And taken inside the 15 for another Crater first down. Springfield only with 1 first down in that first half. See, they scored on the fumble recovery. And their offense did move a lot, but it went backwards a lot, even when it went forward. Lassiter cuts inside, still on his feet, down to about the 5. They'll bring up 2nd and short. Second and 2. Head out to Lassiter. Cuts inside and scores easily from 5 yards away. That makes it 20-6. Before the PAT. And look at that. They've lined up in kick formation to start with it. That one spins right inside the left upright. 21-6. We'll be back here at Silky Field.
And memories are made. Tap Rock Northwest Grill.
Just under 9 minutes to go in the third quarter. 21-6. Aaron Nilsson, Brendan Egan here, joining you from Springfield High School in Springfield, Oregon. Short kick and out of bounds. It'll be up to the 35. Crater not having good time, not sure, on the kickoffs today for some reason. At home, he's normally getting it into the end zone or close to it. But tonight, had a couple of those shanks. The fake handoff and picks up a few. Second and 7. Fake handoff again. Quarterback keeper. And stuffed by Perez, short of the first down by a couple. Third and a short 2. Coach Haley continuing switching off series between Wargo and Kasparek. And brought back 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Fourth and 5 for the Millers. Kasparek getting the instructions from Coach Haley, and it looks like they are going for it here on 4th. That's one of those things that just they have to get something going here to get any sort of rhythm in offense, because they have not been able to get going at all yet. And broken up nicely. Turnover on downs for the Millers. That is the 5th turnover overall for Springfield tonight. All of those coming in the 2nd and 3rd quarters. This series in great field position for Crater is really where they can put this game almost to bed. Halfway through this 3rd. The way their defense has been playing. Good adjustment by Lassiter to pull that in. And were they able to get a score here, a touchdown, and assuming they get the PAT, it'd be up 22 points. And the way their defense has been playing and struggles that Springfield has had on offense, that's why I say essentially it could be pretty much done at that point. Not saying completely, because there's always a chance, but it doesn't look good for Springfield if they are able, if Crater can score on this drive. Pushed inside the 20. Bless you, Brendan. Javon Rollins, who was left. Pretty much an overthrow for Lassiter, but he jumps up and snags it. That's another 1st down, Crater. It is 1st and goal. It'll be 2nd goal now. That's on the turf, right into the Millers' hands. Looks like Gavin Coulter. So here's a huge turnover for Crater on 2nd and goal. Huge break for Springfield there. And the 4th turnover. This is just, I wish it was a Tuesday. I wish it was a Tuesday. It'd be turnover Tuesday, but it's not. The only place I have seen more turnovers is the bakery than tonight. So 4 for Crater and 5 for Springfield. 1st and 10 from their 10. And that'll be 2nd and 10 as he is stuffed. By the way, speaking of bakeries, there's some good ones here in Eugene and Springfield. There's a patisserie that is, can't remember exactly what it's called. Sweet Tooth, maybe. I think it's Sweet Tooth Patisserie. Is it? Sweet Life? Sweet Life, yes. It was actually my supervisor at Southern Oregon Goodwill's good friend who started that place and recommended it. And oh boy, if y'all haven't tried it, when you're up here, go get it. And a timeout, not sure if that was for Springfield or for Crater. But we'll go ahead and step away for a minute. Be right back after this.
Daily adventure at My Circle K. Whether it's some Monday motivation to kickstart your day, adding some crunch to your lunch, or feeling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
At US Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less.
Right now, everyone gets $700 off any phone, new customer or not, with no trade-in or hidden fees.
We're always hard at work to make sure our state-of-the-art 5G network works for you. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
It doesn't matter how old you are. Buying supplies for a road trip should always look like an unsupervised 9-year-old was given $20. Relive those days. Live life full circle. My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 11. Have a stop of clock for some reason. I don't know if that was an incomplete pass, but it looked like he was sacked. And had no one there. And it is not called intentional grounding, but it will bring up 4th down. This is where you really got to be wary of those snaps. Be punting from his end zone. Gets it out. Decent punt. Out to about the 40. Give him some breathing room. And that's where Crater takes over. Up 15. Today's game is brought to you in part by the Peak Rewards app by GP Energy. Download the app and save on morning motivation, crunch in your lunch, and fuel for your road trip at our many locations. Peak Rewards from GP Energy. We do thank you, everyone who is watching tonight and for any night that you watched, or if you're a first-time viewer, really big shout-out to you. Thank you. Our YouTube channel is now over 250,000 views and counting, closing in on 1,500 YouTube subscribers. Thank you again. Just keeps growing. Smith, open field tackle, and you really can't shake that. They give him 1 yard, though. So 2nd and 9. blockers, but no one's open. He's going to take it himself and be close to a first down. And they have him short by a yard. Oh, they have him at first. First and 10. It looks like that center moved. A little early. They can move, but that was a little early. First and 15. Ooh, and off the hands, almost intercepted. It's already hard enough to throw when you're running opposite your throwing arm, but then you really got to be careful because that one sailed a little bit. That'll bring up second and 15. It takes a lot of energy to cheerlead. A lot of energy. The whole game, you got to be up on it. And off to Lassiter. Not really going anywhere. Maybe a yard or two. And we've got a Miller hurt on the turf. Possibly cramping. Hopefully nothing too serious there. We will take a second. Be right back on TapeRockSports.net.
Power Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up with a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get Ram Power Days special pricing on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
On third down, over Lassiter's head. And they called it incomplete. That might have been back, but it doesn't matter anyway because it went out of bounds. Bring up fourth down. They're kind of really in that no man's land right here. It's too long to kick, but it's too close to really punt. The punt's only going to give you anything and not much, 10, 15 yards, especially if you're counting on any return. May end up being a touchback, which is only going to give you 15 yards. And it's intercepted, tipped up, but intercepted. And the turnover party continues. They both have 5 turnovers. First interception for Springfield. Take up the middle for probably a couple. That's the end of the third quarter. We head to the fourth. 21-6, Crater up by 15. You're watching TableRockSports.net.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
I'm Pat Cox with Sherm's Food Stores. The employees of Sherm's are proud to be part of your community.
We have thousands of customers in our stores every day, and our checkers know a lot of them on a first name basis. They tend to enjoy what they do and they love it, so it reflects in how they treat the customer.
If you live anywhere in Southern Oregon, there's a Sherm's store near you. We hope to see you soon.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Getting through that first quarter was only 20 minutes. Apparently it was an exception to the rule because we're now pretty much right on time. 8:45, 8:48. Start of the fourth quarter. That's mainly because there's been a lot of turnovers. There's been 10 total. It's a lot of stoppage of the clock. Little flea flicker is open. It works. Hughes first down for Springfield. And Gavin Coulter, who he's hurting. The one who made the catch. It's leg. I don't know. He might have torn something. Not sure with that one if it was kind of rolled on or if it twisted. Not sure, didn't see, but just on that tackle rolling out of bounds, and he's in severe pain. We'll be back on TableRockSports.net.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto. as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Losing a few yards on that first down play. Bring up 2nd and 14. And looks like for Springfield, Gavin Coulter, it's his left knee that he's pointing out. Trainers are looking at him. That'll be incomplete. Bring up 3rd down. You'd hope maybe a sprain at the worst for him. They've got ice for him. He's not writhing in pain anymore, so he's calmed down a little bit. It's good news. Let's check with our reporter down there. Richard, nope, we don't have one. Hand off right up the middle. And stop just short of the 40, which would be the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th down and 10. Maybe 11. They'll give it to him. So 10, 4th and 10. Oh, it almost intercepted. And a turnover. Your 1st down, Crater. Lassiter keeps it and gets 8 or 9 on that first down play. Blitz coming. Lassiter avoids it, picks up the 1st down and into Springfield territory. Smith doesn't have anybody open. He chucks it down there. Lassiter almost comes up with that catch. And incomplete, but the clock is still running. There we go. Now they stopped it. I have it still running, just trying to get back down to the original time. Actually, that doesn't make sense. Original time. Correct time that we have on the scoreboard here is what I meant to say. 2nd and 10. Smith with the carry. It's like they're going to give him 2. It's 3rd and 8. It'll dump, and that'll be maybe half a yard or a yard shy of the first down. Fourth and 1, close to about a 4th and 2 even, from where they've marked it. Actually, I mean, where he's standing, it's weird. Where they have the ball is actually 1 yard away from the first down. It looks like that's going to be an offsides. Or encroachment. More encroachment. That will be a first down, Crater. Hand off to Villeneuve. He fumbles it. And he may have recovered it after bouncing around a little bit. And he did. That was almost the 11th turnover. Jeez. It'll bring up a 2nd and 5. Lassiter keeps it close to the 20. That's going to be another first down. First down from the 22. Lassiter picks up 3 or 4 even on that one. Does what he's taught, keeps his legs moving. Smith recovers after that snap, hits the field, it's the turf, and he gets a first down, and that'll be 1st and goal. 12 first downs for Crater, 2 for Springfield. Smith dives for the pylon. He got it. Another touchdown, Crater. (27-6) prior to the PAT. That one's through. Perez makes it 28. Be right back.
Power Days at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up with a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course, Ram trucks. Choose from one of our largest inventories ever of new Jeep Cherokee 4x4s. Test drive a new Ram 1500 and see why Ram is Motor Trend's back-to-back-to-back three-peat truck of the year. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. Get Ram Power Days special pricing on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
Kind of a squib kick and falling on just around the 9-yard line. That's where Springfield will take over. Down 28-6. Their special teams that has those 6. 25-yard fumble recovery on a botched snap on the punt for Crater. And you can play the what-if game, but what if Crater didn't have 5 turnovers? What if Springfield didn't have 6 or 5 as well? How different would this game be, if at all? Not every turnover is created equal. But you can't play the what-if game because you change one thing, and it most likely will change everything after that. He stays in bounds. It stays 10 yards away, 2nd and 10. Rumbles forward for about 5. Brings up a 3rd and 5. We hope you're enjoying our TipRockSports website. It's one of the top live streaming sources in the nation for high school sports. Our outstanding website was created and is managed by Paradox Media, a big TR Sports. Thank you to all our friends on the pond. That's going to be backwards a few yards. Brings up a 4th and 8. And they will punt another punt from their own end zone. Good punt away, caught at the 50. Missed tackle, Lassiter cuts inside, switches the field. He may have enough blocking and enough speed. He cuts back in the middle and brought inside the 5. That'll be first and goal. Quite the return for Lassiter. But that's what he's kind of known for. He had about a 78-yard kickoff return a couple weeks ago at home. He loves the shake and bake. It's probably the situation here to kneel anyway. Timeout, Springfield. Now, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission is joining the OSAA and putting out the call for officials for all high school sports. A great way to stay in the game and earn some extra money and ensure our student athletes get the chance to compete. Please contact your local officials association to learn how to get the stripes on and get in the game. Or not stripes. A lot of the sports don't have the striped officials. Soccer has solid colored. Basketball, of course, has stripe. Volleyball, or if that's stripe, I think that's solid. I think it's white. I usually wear white tops. And of course, baseball and softball, those are solid colors as well. But it is a ref shortage all across the state, all across the nation. Several places having issues with getting refs. Some games have had to be postponed and canceled because there weren't enough refs to cover. So it looks like victory formation. They're going to go ahead and kneel. So under a minute. Little knock to Smith when he was going to kneel anyway. No flag thrown. So 3rd and goal, 30 seconds left. Stay with us, folks. The My Circle K Jeep Energy postgame show will come your way next. We'll make it short and sweet, but download the Peak Rewards app today and start saving. It's all coming up on the My Circle K Jeep Energy postgame show where they fuel your road trip and add crunch to your lunch. Your final score there, 28-6. Again, we'll be right back to wrap this one up. You're watching TableRockSports.net.
Daily adventure at My Circle K. Whether it's some Monday motivation to kickstart your day, adding some crunch to your lunch, or feeling up for a road trip, your journey begins with My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
At US Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less.
Right now, everyone gets $700 off any phone, new customer or not, with no trade-in or hidden fees.
We're always hard at work to make sure our state-of-the-art 5G network works for you. US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
It doesn't matter how old you are. Buying supplies for a road trip should always look like an unsupervised 9-year-old was given $20. Relive those days. Live life full circle. My Circle K, powered by GP Energy.
Welcome back. This is the My Circle K GP Energy post-game show. Just to wrap this up again really quickly, 28-6, you see it on the John Scott scoreboard. That is your final score. No scoring plays in the first. Then it got things kicked off in that second quarter. You really started to see it break out. A 20-yard touchdown catch from Lassiter made it 7-0. And then a 2-yard fumble recovery by Brem made it 14-0. Then a fumble on the punt for Crater. Springfield collected it for 25-yard return. Made it 14-6 because of the failed 2-point conversion. Then in the third, a 5-yard rush by Lassiter made it 21-6. And then a 9-yard rush by Smith, 28-6. That's your final score. Really some discrepancies here with 12 first downs to 2 in favor of Crater. Penalties were actually not that bad. Only 2 for Crater for 10 yards total, and only 5 penalties for Springfield of only 30 yards total. No unnecessary roughnesses. That was good to see. Just more kind of just false starts, offsides, things like that. Not too bad. Maybe one holding. Another story here with the 5 turnovers for both. First quarter turnover on downs for Crater. Then they had the 3 straight fumbles, second and third quarter, and then interception. Springfield fumble at their own 2. Interception, turnover on downs, fumble, and turnover on downs. Of course, going forward on 4th, trying to get back in the game. Next up for these two, Crater will be at home for homecoming against Willamette next Friday, October 1st. Yes, October 1st next week. And we can think about Halloween, I guess, for real now. Springfield will be heading their way into the Rogue Valley, taking on Ashland. And after that, they've only got 4 games left. Crater will improve to 3-1. Springfield here had a forfeit, was their win against Willamette. Otherwise, they've now lost 3 straight, 4 overall. They're 1-4. Thank you, Brendan, for your wonderful camera work, and hopefully it wasn't too much of a problem with our little mini box here up in the booth at Springfield. We do thank you for watching tonight's broadcast. The next Table Rock Sports production will be, I know we've got some tomorrow. We got some volleyball, I believe some soccer as well. Really what I recommend, because things are changing so much with COVID, ref shortages, people have had to quarantine. Smoke, thankfully, really isn't an issue right now, but things have really had to be in flux and changed and been postponed and canceled. Just find out the team that you support. Just follow them along, because if they are in our radar, most likely we'll be able to have that game for you. Again, the final score on the General Scott scoreboard, 28 for Crater, 6 for Springfield. This has been a special presentation of Table Rock Sports. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. With Brennan Egan, I'm Aaron Nilsson saying thanks for watching and good night from Springfield High School and Silky Field in Springfield, Oregon.